The moment has arrived. The stage is set for a clash of determination, athleticism, skill, and tactical brilliance. Two teams step onto the field, each seeking a vital victory on their path to a division title, the only way to capture the league pennant. This is Major Sim Baseball. Driven by the spirit of competition on every play, we present baseball at its finest. Settled between the white lines, the most skilled sim professional ball players compete for the championship of the National Baseball League. This contest This is the Baseball Observer. Time to complete Chapter 4, Act 4 of Major Sim Baseball, the end of the 1972 season. First, time to change the banner. All hail the first champion of Major Sim Baseball, the Seattle Cascade. That should be what you see up here until somebody dethrones them. If it's not, it's because I made a mistake. Next, it's time to proceed to the preseason. So today is Sunday, October 29th, 1972. We proceed. Let's see, it's simulating. Okay. Sunday, November 5th, 1972. Today, Ball Hawk is a good name for the members of the defensive elite, the players who make leather shine, the fielders who crashed the wall, leapt in the air, and dove in the hole better than any others during 1972. Have been tabbed the Western League's Golden Glove Award winners. Here are this year's best. So these are the Gold Glove winners. Wilbur Wood of the Los Angeles Stars. Catcher Johnny Bench of the Houston Oilers. First baseman Nate Colbert of the San Francisco Seals. Second baseman Ted Sizemore of the Salt Lake City Yetis. Third baseman Ron Say of the San Francisco Seals. Shortstop Bert Campaneris of the Phoenix Rattlers. Left field Johnny Briggs of the Phoenix Rattlers. Center field Billy North of the Phoenix Rattlers. And right field Roberto Clemente of the Phoenix Rattlers. In the Eastern League, pitcher Mike Cuellar of the Baltimore Admirals. Catcher Ellie Rodriguez of the Indy Racers. First baseman Ed Goodson of the Charlotte Monarchs. Second baseman Dick Green of the Baltimore Admirals. Third baseman Mike Schmidt of the Boston Corsairs. Shortstop Dale Maxville of the New York Titans. Left fielder Billy Williams of the Indy Racers. Center fielder Bobby Tolan of the Nashville Sound. And right fielder Walt Williams of the Atlanta Flames. Yes, on a new posture in my league is I just sit with them. I don't have to give you exhaustive statistics. I don't have to be perfect. Not that I ever was. I'm not striving to be. All right. So here is Reliever of the Year Award. Today, Terry Forster, Phoenix Rattlers. Said he thinks hitters often underestimate him. He's only 20 years old. But he'll certainly be getting a lot more respect now as the Phoenix Rattlers' rising star has won the Western League Reliever of the Year award for 1972. He captured the award on the strength of his 0.66 ERA over 108 2/3 innings. He also had 23 saves in 68 relief appearances, 89 strikeouts, and only 41 walks. He received 20 first-place votes as a unanimous winner. Al Hrabosky of the Seattle Cascades finished second in voting, while Elias Sosa of the Salt Lake City Yetis finished third. Take a look at this. So we see the voting. In the Eastern League, the Reliever of the Year award goes to Eastern League reliever who put forward the strongest season. This season, that player was Sparky Lyle of the Philadelphia Freedom, who was above all his peers in 1972. I just feel like the ball was doing what I wanted it to this year, and I wanted to command most nights out there, he said. Some days you don't have your best stuff, but I didn't have too many of those days this year. On the season, Lyle pitched 120 2/3 innings with 74 strikeouts and an ERA of 2.16. He also had 26 saves in 71 relief appearances. He received 20 first-place votes as a unanimous winner. Chuck Seelbach of the Baltimore Admirals finished second in voting, while Tom Hall of the Miami Flamingos finished third. Here's a list of the oldest players in Major Sim Baseball. Don McMahon is the oldest, 42 years, 307 days, of Baltimore. Willie Mays, 41 years, 185 days, of San Francisco. Ted Abernathy, reliever of the Charlotte Monarchs. Hank Aaron, 38 years, 275 days, of the Portland Pioneers. And Luis Aparicio, 38 years, 192 days, of the Salt Lake City Yetis. Here's the Silver Slugger Awards. Western League pitchers had trouble with this group of hitters all season long. The Silver Slugger Award winners for 1972. Let's take a look. Pitcher Bob Gibson. Catcher Johnny Bench, Houston Oilers. Bob Gibson's of Denver Gold. First baseman Willie Stargell of the Dallas Wranglers. Second baseman Rod Carew, Las Vegas Vipers. Third baseman Bob Bailey of the Denver Gold. Shortstop Toby Harrah of the Portland Pioneers. Left fielder Al Bunbury of the Seattle Cascades. Center fielder Cesar Cedeno of the Denver Gold. And right fielder Ron Blomberg of the San Francisco Seals. In the Eastern League, the top sluggers. Pitcher Jim Cott of the Miami Flamingo. Catcher Joe Ferguson of the New York Titans. First baseman John Mayberry of the Nashville Sound. Second baseman Tito Fuentes of the Indy Racers. Third baseman Ron Santo of the Atlanta Flames. Shortstop Bobby Grich of the Charlotte Monarchs. Left fielder Billy Williams of the Indy Racers. Center fielder Dusty Baker of the Indy Racers. And right fielder Al Kaline of the New York Titans. The Rookie of the Year honor. He was a talented and gifted ball player. That's the way one BNN writer described the rookie right fielder of Seattle. In the article announcing him as the Western League Rookie of the Year award recipient, Al Bunbury of the Seattle Cascades came on the scene this year and quickly established himself as a player to be reckoned with. This writing is off. The 25-year-old Cascades newcomer took the trophy by hitting .322 in 160 games this season and finished with 193 hits, 12 home runs, 69 RBI, and 93 runs scored. He received 20 first-place votes as a unanimous winner. Billy North of the Phoenix Rattlers finished second, and Ron Cey of the San Francisco Seals finished third. In the Eastern League, the Eastern League Rookie of the Year award was given to Buddy Bell of the Indy Racers. In the 1972 season, the 21-year-old third baseman played in 123 games, recording a .295 batting average with 10 home runs, 54 RBI, and 52 runs scored. He received 15 first-place votes out of a possible 20. Johnny Grubb of the Chicago Blue Sox finished second in voting with 5 first-place votes, while Rick Russell of the New York Titans finished third. Mr. Russell has a torn UCL and is out for 11 to 12 months. Johnny Grubb received 5 first-place votes. Western League names the Manager of the Year. The Seattle Cascades called a press conference to announce that field manager Preston Gomez had been named Western League Manager of the Year earlier in the day. Staffers congratulated the 49-year-old baseball guru as he approached the podium. This city has allowed me to craft a winning ball club, said Gomez. When you take on a new job, there's always some adjustment period. But everyone here has been cooperative. From the Bat Boys on up, here's to many more successful seasons for the Seattle Cascades. Gomez led Seattle to a 90-72 record this year and a first-place finish in the Western League Northern Division and a World Sim Championship. East Best Manager picked Charlotte's Rice the winner. Today, Charlotte manager Del Rice was selected as the 1972 Eastern League Manager of the Year today. He was somewhat of a dark horse next to some of the more flashy managers for the award. Up for the award, Rice, who prefers that everyone call him Cap or Skip, tries to shy away from the limelight in a media-driven world. It's really unfair to the guys that busted their humps all year long, to put all the focus on me now. They showed up early, they put in extra time in the cage, worked on their fielding, consulted our coaching staff, and really made 1972 a highlight of my career. In fairness to this year's Manager of the Year, Rice certainly played an important part in the Monarchs' success, as he guided them to a first-place finish in the Eastern League Southern Division with a 97-65 record, the best in baseball. We started with the East. All right, East gives Outstanding Pitcher Award today. The Baltimore Admirals have a rising superstar, or maybe even a budding Hall of Famer in the making. It's Steve Carlton. This year's Eastern League Pitcher of the Year Award selection. This blossoming hurler wowed fans, peers, and sports writers with a fabulous performance. Carlton completed a 24-5 record in 35 starts, tallied 226 strikeouts in 288 in a third innings, and recorded a 1.47 ERA. Other clubs managed only to hit 200 against him. He received 15 first-place votes out of a possible 20. John Matlack of the Charlotte Monarchs finished second in voting with 5 first-place votes, while Gaylord Perry of the Miami Flamingos finished third. Other pitchers who received votes: Luis Tiant of Charlotte Monarchs, Gary Nolan of the Chicago Blue Sox, Dave McNally of the Boston Corsairs, Bert Blyleven of the Boston Corsairs, Fergie Jenkins of the Atlanta Flames, and Tom Seaver of the Charlotte Monarchs. Vida Blue of the Dallas Wranglers outdid his pitching peers this year and has been honored with the 1972 Western League Pitcher of the Year Award. During his remarkable year, Blue posted a 21-10 record in 36 starts. In 293 and a third innings, he yielded 203 hits and 98 walks while striking out 234 and compiling a fine 2.15 earned run average. He received 20 first-place votes as a unanimous winner. Don Gullett of the Houston Oilers finished second in voting, while Don Sutton of the Phoenix Rattlers finished third. Other pitchers who received votes: Jim Palmer of the Houston Oilers, Tom Bradley of the Los Angeles Stars, Doc Ellis of the San Francisco Seals, Bob Gibson of the Denver Gold, Bob Moose of the Seattle Cascades, and Phil Necro of the Salt Lake City Yetis. First year player draft is the next event. Here's the draft order. First year player draft, November 15th, 1972. It's a straight back draft, 15 rounds. The first pick, the Portland Pioneers. Here's the draft order. Drafting first, Portland Pioneers. Atlanta Flames, second. Denver Gold, third. Chicago Blue Sox, fourth. Salt Lake City Yetis, 5th. Las Vegas Vipers, 6th. Nashville Sound, 7th. Miami Flamingos, 8th. Boston Corsairs, 9th. New York Titans, 10th. Philadelphia Freedom, 11th. Dallas Wranglers, 12th. Phoenix Rattlers, 13th. Indy Racers, 14th. Los Angeles Stars, 15th. San Francisco Seals, 16th. Seattle Cascades, 17th. Houston Oilers, 18th. Baltimore Admirals, 19th. And the Charlotte Monarchs, 20th. I'm going to auto draft the complete draft. And here is the draft for 1972. The first pick, George Brett by the Portland Pioneers. The Atlanta Flames choose Bill Madlock. The Denver Gold choose Bake McBride, center fielder. The Chicago Blue Sox choose Brian Downing, catcher. Salt Lake City Yetis select right fielder Dave Parker. Las Vegas Vipers select left fielder Dave Winfield. Nashville Sound selects starting pitcher Frank Tanana. Miami Flamingos select left fielder Mike Easler. The Boston Corsairs select starting pitcher Steve Rogers. The New York Titans select right fielder Ken Griffey. I believe that's senior. This is 1973. 72, actually. Philadelphia Freedom select third baseman Doug DeCinces. Dallas Wranglers select first baseman Andre Thornton. Phoenix Rattlers select starting pitcher Mark Littell. Indy Racers select right fielder Otto Velez. Los Angeles Stars select right fielder Greg Gross. San Francisco Seals select right fielder Gorman Thomas. Seattle Cascades select third baseman Dan Dreesen. Houston Oilers select starting pitcher Randy Jones. Baltimore Admirals selects shortstop Frank White. And the final pick of the first round of the 1972 draft, Charlotte Monarchs select pitcher Jose Morales. See who stands out here. I see Jim Essien, Bucky Dent, San Francisco. Jim Essien goes to Portland. Oh, they pick first every round. That's interesting. It's not, it's straight. They pick first every round. Okay. Barry Foote. I remember him. Gary Hairston. Dick Ruthman, former Cub. Alan Ashby. I remember him. Okay, third round. Gary Royster. Don't know a lot of these guys. Okay. Winter meetings, December 2nd. Let's go. We're going through the calendar. November 29th. And here we are. Draft has passed. Let's go home. Breaking MSB news. Winter meetings begin today, an annual rite of passage in Major Sim Baseball. The winter meetings signify membership in an exclusive fraternity of men. Some have led clubs to glory, others aspire to. All are here to discuss the latest baseball happenings, to define the offseason with the big signing or trade that could bring victory home. For 3 days, you will watch, learn, and help mold the upcoming season. Be ready, but don't be hasty. This is also a reminder for teams to set their ticket prices for next season. Prices cannot change after season tickets go on sale at the end of the winter meetings. Winter meetings start. The hot stove will be blazing for the next few days as Major Sim Baseball's winter meetings are set to kick off. Owners, GMs, and other front office personnel will gather while players looking for a new contract will be there with their agents alongside them. Naturally, the press vultures will be on hand to peck at any morsel that smells the least bit enticing. Expect a lot of rumors to go unfounded, but don't be surprised to see a major trade or two go down as well. Agents will be looking to get their players the best possible contract and will be trying to play GMs off of each other to do so. Weak-willed GMs will commit more than they should, and astute GMs may walk away with a bargain. The picture of what the coming season will look like is about to get a lot sharper. Okay. Okay. We are now at December 3rd. Oh, we're not done yet. Okay. So now the Hall of Fame voting begins. Now, this is the end of the first season, so I'm not sure if they're going to try to elect someone to the Hall of Fame. So we'll see. Ballots are now available for the 1973 Hall of Fame class. It's your opportunity to cast your ballot to vote. I don't vote. For the greatest players of the last generation to be forever enshrined. Balloting will continue until the results are announced on Wednesday, January 17th, 1973. It's December 3rd, 1972. So let's advance to another day. Pitching leaders. Which pitchers are leading Major Sim Baseball in career ERA, which would be last season? The usual suspects: Carlton, Matlack, McNally, Sutton, and Gullett. All right, one more day and the winter meetings will be over. Okay. So let's see what it says here. Today, GMs league-wide have their bags packed and are ready to hit the road as winter meetings conclude today. But wait, there are still a few fleeting hours to conduct business. Might be surprised with the bargains they can find the last minute. Worst case scenario, it's a long off season and there's still plenty of time for them to maneuver. So let's see what the all-season center says. Recent signings. So I see some signings here. These are the top 28 free agents. And here's a summary by team, but I don't see anything in here. Okay, I guess things haven't really happened. Now, what do we got here? Denver signed Dick Bainey. Buck Martinez signed with New York Titans. Danny Walton with Charlotte. Mike Thompson with Chicago. Harry Parker with Baltimore. Rudy Milo. I don't really know these guys. Jackie Brown. Leo Foster. John Lamb. Dale Baldwin. Don't really know those guys. Okay. Let's see what happens when we go past these winter meetings. All right. So we go to the next event. Draft pick signing deadline. So we're going through December, the 11th, the 12th, 13th, 14th. Thank you for sitting with me as I enjoy baseball, the greatest game ever invented. I'll be editing this at some point. Well, let's look at what we got, what I can see here. Dusty Baker was the leading batter war for the East. Cesar Cedeno for the West. Cesar would have been the best in the East had he been there. Dusty 9.4 is almost 2 points above his closest competitor. Ralph Garr had a 25-game hitting streak during the 1972 season while playing for Denver, the Denver Gold. Pitcher WAR in the East, Steve Carlton, 8.2. In the West, Bob Moose of Seattle, 6.9. Any East pitcher would have led the West. Bert Blylev in Boston, 7.3. John Matlack, Charlotte, 7.0. Boston, the whole Eastern League, it was Baltimore and Charlotte, and nobody else in the East. In the North, really, Indy ended up taking over, and they weren't really challenged. In the South, now Baltimore's in the South. Charlotte and Baltimore. Baltimore won 91 games, didn't make the playoffs. Indy won 80 something. I think Seattle won 90. They're the champs. Yeah. So I'm curious to see. There's some teams that were good that didn't show it. Phoenix in the West. Okay, what do we got here? Here's the most experience. Willie Mays, 20 years. San Francisco. Al Kaline, 19 years. Cameron Killebrew of Los Angeles, 18 years. Hank Aaron, 18 years. Brooks Robinson, 18 years. To the day. All right. So what do we got here? Here are the richest contracts. Larry Heisel. Oh, this is a free agent thing. Indy. Okay, Johnny Bench. Heisel was a free agent. We're still in the off season. Let's see. Yeah, he's not there anymore. I don't see him listed here though. Recent signing. Oh, here he is. Okay. Big money too. They signed him for $460,000. Andy Hassler, reliever to Seattle. Chuck Dobson. Okay. I'm not looking to have everything, but I am looking for what stands out, and I'm just following the logical path. I'm relatively new at all of this. Okay. What are the summaries by team? They're not really showing me anything. Show all the players. Okay, anyway. Okay, so the signings are here. Okay. What's next? Hall of Fame voting results. Let's do that. All right. No players were eligible for Hall of Fame this year. I figured that. Players must have retired 5 years before they are eligible, and this is only the second season. Hall of Fame committee decides which players it feels deserve a chance. Seems like they would say something like, hey, wait till your 6th year or something, right? No, how does it work? They got to be retired 5 years, and they have to retire last year. And then in 1977 or 8, they can get in. Okay. Next. And this is what we've been waiting for. Preseason begins. And now I want to change the schedule. I am introducing interleague play. Last year I didn't have it, and I think I want to introduce it. It's going to be very light, though. It's only 12 games. So I'm interested to see how they do it. We're advancing. We're in 1973 now. Happy New Year. I'm 11 years old. This is my birthday. Don't look me up. Okay. Breaking news, MSB News. Preseason begins today. The Major Sim Baseball preseason begins today, and the season schedule has been released. Will teams make a run for the title this year or begin the rebuilding process? Will teams go with the vets or the young phenoms? Will the ailing ball players return effectively after surgery? The preseason is here, and it will answer many of questions. It will answer many of questions the team, many of the questions teams and the fans have been pondering. Break out the scorecards and get ready for the season. Baseball has started again. Please don't forget to set your scouting budget and player development budget during the preseason. Okay, I don't do any of that. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Off-season center, we still got 25 free agents. The last signing was on New Year's Day. Team summaries still don't list any players. Oh wait, there's a player here, Maury Wills. San Francisco lost Maury Wills. Oh, there are some people over here. Okay, wait. So let's see what happened here. Not a lot of activity. All right, New York Titans lost Hoyt Wilhelm. He retired. He was 50 years old. He pitched last year at 49. Now, he can make the Hall of Fame in so many years. I don't know if he will, but he's eligible. And Portland lost Ron Karanowski. He was 36. He retired. Played 3 games. He was a closer. Got 1 save. And Maury Wills retired. Age 40. Base stealing legend. Okay. That's all I got here. Not about the players they got or anything like that. Not about war game, none of that. Okay. So I'm going to install a new schedule. This is the way you do it for those of you who want to know. Well, you don't do it here, but this is how you know what you got. And it's going to have interleague play. So I'm going to check that out and then return. Okay. So I have customized the playoffs for Major Sim Baseball. Made some changes. So the winners of the divisions, and now I've added 1 wild card in the Eastern League and in the Western League. Seeding by winning percentage, but the wild card is always the number 3 seed. Added a first round of the playoffs, a best of 3 wild card sim, WCS, 3 home games, no off days. So the wild card team, regardless of record, will have to go on the road to the division winner. The division winner with the best record gets a bye. See that here in both East and West. Division winner gets a bye. Best of 5 It'll be a 2-2-1 format. Home, home, off day, away, away, home. If there's a fifth game necessary. And then the World Sim, 2-3-2. This addresses the Baltimore problem. You'll have to look at last season's final standings. Let's see, I have them somewhere. I'm not going to show them right now. That's too much. Okay. It's Saturday, February 3rd. I'm 11. And we're about to go to the preseason. Okay. So now we've got a new schedule. Show you April 3rd. Opening day is the 2nd. Indianapolis is now Indy. It's catchy. Chicago. And in the Western League, all these games are at the same time. I don't know how to fix that. I'm not going to be concerned with it. It is what it is. Salt Lake City and Portland. Take a look at some of these teams after spring training. I was looking for the transactions. What happened? They really don't tell me what happened. I don't understand that. Oh well. Not going to spend a lot of time. Only interested in what stands out. These are free agents. This is the all-season center. These are the signings, so I guess that's all that happened. I thought this would have more in it. It's only showing me, it says they added 3 players and it doesn't tell me who they are. Seattle added 3 players. Seattle. Okay. Interesting. Personnel. Was there any personnel transaction news? Oh. Okay. So this is July of 72. So this is during the last season. Major transactions log. This is February of 73. January of 73. Oh, this is who signed and who didn't. Oh boy, this is minutia. Okay. Okay, we'll find that out when we have to. This is the complete transaction log. December of 72. November. Yeah, all of that. Okay. All right. Let's move forward. Okay, so I've got a new schedule. I've got a new playoff. We have now a wild card. Let's look at the standings. See. That's changed now. No leaderboard. There are no leaderboards. My sub league. Not showing me my wild card. Did it work? Let me double check. I hate to do all that. Now I showed it to you. I've got evidence. Options. Use custom playoffs. Stagger series dates between, yes. Fixed series start dates, no, based on the previous series, yes. So the customs are set. So maybe that's why, because last year wasn't like this. So we'll see how it goes. Not concerned either way. It's spring training time. So the dates are moving forward in February. I do notice some news happening below. See some dealings and whatnot. Okay. And it's taking me to the options screen. Is that where I was? Let me make sure it's not asking something of me. Okay. Changes only take effect when regenerating the schedule. Are they asking me to do something with the schedule? Let me double check. All right. Off-season center. Let's take a look at the news. Let me see what I got. Off-season center spring coverage, which hasn't started yet. Preseason predictions. First time I'm going in here. We haven't even started yet. They have predictions. All right. Well, I'm gonna look at that in a minute. Off-season center. We don't see any more signings in here, but the news since February 3rd, which was here. Atlanta days numbered for Manuel. Heard on the grapevine multiple reports that Atlanta is serious about shipping Pepe Manuel to another team. It remains to be seen what Atlanta is asking for in return, but they seem intent on making a deal. Okay. Rattlers Flames make a trade. Officials for Phoenix confirmed that they traded 23-year-old Jim Brazil and 23-year-old Charlie Hudson to the Atlanta Flames. In return, the Rattlers received 31-year-old right-hand pitcher Pat Jarvis. His career stats show that Jarvis racked up 6 victories, 2 defeats. Record is recorded an ERA of 3.36. Okay, so they just have deal. Deep in talks, Miami and Salt Lake. I like this. The rumor has been official. The Stars have sent Jerry Morales to Portland for right-hand pitcher Lindy McDaniel and right-hand pitcher Ron Schuler. Okay. At the total, Schuler has 4 saves, 4-1 record, 2.83 ERA. All right, what else we got? The go. Denver woke up this morning to learn that the team had traded John Knox, second baseman, to Miami. And Steve Dunning in return for left fielder Ike Brown. Okay. Corsairs looking to swing a deal with Salt Lake. Stars in Atlanta. Chicago might move Grant Jackson on the trade block. Phoenix. Rattlers and Flames pulled the trigger on a deal. They sent 22-year-old center fielder Vic Harris and shortstop Craig Robinson Head to Atlanta for 32-year-old. Oh, Ron Santo goes to Phoenix. Interesting. So it's close to Phoenix. He spent long hours coming to the agreement. And in the end, both agreed to the deal. Should help both clubs. Santo hitting 289 over a 158 game career, which was last season. Lifetime, he has 31 doubles, 1 triple, 22 home runs, 78 RBI, 79 runs scored. Okay. We got Melendez and Hyadels. Boston and Salt Lake have made a swap. Players involved in the transaction are Corsairs 23-year-old center fielder Luis Melendez and 22-year-old right-hander Lloyd Allen, reliever. Go to the Yetis for catcher Jack Hyde. Goes to Boston. Lifetime, Melendez is hitting 221, 15 doubles, 3 triples, 2 homers, 26 RBI, 29 runs scored. He has appeared in 112 games to date, delivered 83 hits. Hyatt boasts a lifetime average of 220, 80 hits, 4 homers, 29 runs scored, and 34 RBI. New diet. New Mark Belanger. After an intensive all-season workout regimen, Belanger expects to see an offensive surge. I don't know if that ever happened in real life. In his performance this year for Miami Flamingos, Belanger participated in an unorthodox conditioning program, involving strength and diet outside the country. Interesting. All right, racers. Indy Racers have changed their name. Seem to be deep in talks with Denver. Let's see what goes there. San Francisco, Las Vegas have agreed in principle to a trade. Seals will get 23-year-old Paul Jatta, left fielder, and 24-year-old right-hand pitcher Ray Corbin, closer, to the Vipers for 35-year-old right-hand pitcher reliever Phil Regan and 24-year-old Steve Bry. The deal is expected to be finalized shortly, and the clubs will be introduced in their players' presser when the paperwork is complete. Los Angeles, Dallas agree. Stars announced today acquisition of 36-year-old left-hand pitcher Juan Pizarro, 22-year-old lefty Charlie Spikes, left fielder, from the Dallas Wranglers. In exchange, 23-year-old shortstop Jack Heidemann. This isn't the biggest deal out there, acknowledged the Stars, but it should help out both clubs. So here's the headline. Spring training begins. We're talking about single season record. Who holds the single record for on-base percentage? Bunbury, Singleton, Rose, Kaline, and Mayberry. All right. So now, I guess we can proceed to opening day. Now, opening day is the beginning of Act 1 of the 1973 season. My intention here was to close Act 4 of the 1972 season. I think I've done that successfully. So I'm going to not do this now. I'm going to do it when I actually am ready for opening day. Let me move the calendars forward. Let me see if anything's happening. So there are some spring training games occurring. Let's see. I don't usually look at this stuff, and I'm not intending to take anything from any of this. Kingman's still playing for Houston. Okay. Joe Morgan, Richie Hebner, Dave Tomlin. I think I can Day said move to tomorrow, which is actually May, Milner, March 1st. First, Willie Horton, Ken Singleton, Earl Williams. Okay, go to today's date. Like I went backwards. Okay, that's the second. Just looking at the names at the top, I'm not even looking at scores, just seeing who shows up. I'm not sure which one of these works better. Takes me to the next day. Tony Perez, Dave Concepcion, Luis Mendez. So finish today. Takes me to the next day. I'll just go back. Al Kaline, Joe Levito, Blue Sox, Bernie Williams. One of the Rattlers. Rattlers was a good team last year. They finished above 500. They just never challenged. They challenged a little early and faded. Never came back. See if they've got the goods. They've got very strong pitching there. Don Sutton. Fifth, Bill Sharp, Nate Colbert. Alfar. Okay. No game scheduled on the 8th. The 9th. Nothing on the 8th. On the 9th, Ron Say, Mickey Rivers. Okay. All right. I am going to, let's go a week here. 28th. Get into March. Week. Rest a week, and let's go to today's date, March 19th. Let's see what happened on the 18th. There's some names. Opening day is April 2nd. Let's go another week. Today's date, March 26th to 25th. Okay. And let's see. 29th is the last day of spring training. Bill Morgan in mid-season form. Big Rich got hurt last year in the playoffs. Charlotte struggled without him offensively. Ended up losing to Indy. again. Sutton, Gibson, Bob Gibson, Denver. Okay. Mitterwald, Salt Lake City. All right, so that's the last one. Here's opening day. So we're going to take you to it. Did I do it? Oh, what is it? This is the 28th. Let's go to today's date. April 2nd. Here's your spring coverage. Philadelphia, Chicago in the Northeast, Southeast, Atlanta, Miami. In the Western League, the Northwest, Salt Lake City, San Francisco, Seattle, the champs, last. In the West, Southwest, Dallas, Houston. Kind of all bunched together. All right. How about those predictions? Here's what they think is going to happen this season. They said this before we threw a pitch in spring training. Boston in the Eastern North, 5 games over Philadelphia. In the South, Charlotte again. Baltimore second again. With the new thing, if it ended this way, Philadelphia would be the wild card. And they would go to Charlotte for 3 games. Boston would get the bye. Top hitters, Joe Morgan, Sal Bando. Joe Morgan, Sal Bando. Baltimore, Willie McCovey. Let you know some of the guys, where they are. Indy looks strong again. Like some of the same guys. That'll be interesting. Pitching, I think Boston should be good. Bill Singer. Receiver. Carlton, Baltimore. Keont, Charlotte. Boy. Okay. Western League. Salt Lake City. Again, picked to win. I think they were picked to win last year. San Francisco, Seattle, picked to come in last. And that's in the North. In the South, Western League, Southern Division. Dallas, Houston, LA 4th, Phoenix 3rd. Interesting. Top hitter, Cedeno, Charger. Dick Allen's on Phoenix. Gary Matthews, Salt Lake. Bobby Bond, Davey Johnson, Reggie Jackson, Dallas. Bobby Mercer, Ken Singleton, Jeff Burrows. Pitching, Sutton, Phoenix. Doc Ellis, San Francisco. Nolan Ryan, Portland. Roger Nelson, Dallas. Vida Blue, Dallas. Jim Palmer in Houston. Mel Stoudemire in Houston. Lynn McLaughlin in Phoenix. Joe Negro in Salt Lake. Bob Gibson in Denver. We'll see what happens. So that completes Act 4 of the 1972 Major Sim baseball season. It's time for opening day. might have to figure out why it cuts out like that. So I'm going to sit with probably each one of these games just to get a feel for the teams. It's not going to be a complete anything. It's going to be an observation. Enjoying this thoroughly. Thank you for sitting with me. This is the Baseball Observer.